how do we make it last? Blue skies all around us, sunshine that surrounds us, these good days that have found us leave our footprints on the sand. The curve of the river as she rolls into the sea, like the curve of your smile when you're looking back at me, and the way the river's laughing as she rubs against the stones, splashing, singing secrets, telling us we're not alone. We've got blue skies all around us, sunshine that surrounds us, these good days that have found us leave our footprints on the sand. Black clouds gather along the line of sea, changing horizons edge towards you and me. Still there's blue skies all around us, sunshine that surrounds us, these good days that have found us leave our footprints on the sand. Blue skies. It's so great to see all y'all. This is really great. I want to introduce the sound engineer that we got to work with, Andy Beers. But before I do, I want to just talk for a couple minutes about the CD. He was living on Galiano Island, and we were up there visiting, and he had a recording studio set up. So we talked about me maybe coming up sometime and recording with him, but that never happened. I think, I don't know, I must have missed the ferry or something. But luckily for me, Andy moved to Portland and set up a recording studio there. And one day we were talking and he said, hey, how about that recording we were talking about? And that set the wheels in motion. And the magic really started when I called my pals and asked them if they would be on the CD with me, because I like doing things with them. And they all agreed. And so Janet and Nan worked on producing the CD with me, and my good friend Gwendolyn Thomas helped with the mix along with Janet and Nan. So it was just really great. And I want to introduce the person, though, without whom we would all be standing in front of the mics waiting for someone to push record. And that's Andy Beers. And like all good engineers, Andy's also a musician, and he played bass and some percussion on the CD. So Andy, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Great to see your face.
I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. I just want to start by saying what a pleasure it was for me to be involved in this. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. It was a really meaningful collaboration that was caring, thoughtful, inclusive, and honest. I've come to know that this is known as the Motherlode way. And so it's a very wonderful way to work together. And I'm really so pleased that I could be a part of it. It was a lot of work and it was a lot of effort, but you know, the thing is, when you're involved in something like this and everybody is working well together and it's getting exciting and we're listening to results and we just keep working, it's not working, it's fulfillment and fun. And it felt that way through the whole thing. And so it was really a real pleasure. I also have to say I learned a lot. It was logistically and technically difficult because it wasn't possible to schedule everyone to be in the same room at the same time. So we would lay down kind of basic tracks, send them out for everyone to listen to, and all the musicians did their homework. They came prepared, they had their parts ready. And you know, this is usually not the best way to do a recording because musicians, when they're in the same room, they feed off of each other. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of musical communication. But amazingly, because everyone was so well prepared and because we kept sharing musical files back to listen and forth to listen to, that it's amazingly cohesive, given the fact that, you know, everybody kind of did their thing one at a time. And that was one of my concerns of how cohesive it would be. But I'm very, very pleased with how that worked out, given all the logistics involved. I have to say, as Kath did, that it's amazing that we got started when we did. If we had not started when we did, that collaboration would not have taken place, especially in terms of the post-production mixing and editing. And that just wouldn't have happened. I think the goal of everybody, and certainly my goal, was to produce something that we'd all be proud of. I think we hit that goal. And Kath, I just want to say you're an amazing songwriter, you're an amazing musician and vocalist, but you're also an amazing producer and an amazing project manager. And that made my job so much easier. And I thank you so much for that and for involving me in what was an incredible project. And I think a really amazing album.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks. It was great working with you. I appreciate that.
So next up, we're going to show one of the iMovies that Linda Vogt and I made. I'm going to let Kath introduce that, the next piece of the show. Go for it, Kath.
Thanks, Marie. Marie, you're doing a great job being our technical wizard. Appreciate it. The song that Marie worked with to make this iMovie is called Restless River. And some years ago, Ellen and I took a year to travel, and we ended up in Ecuador to visit our good friends Marlene and Fernando, who were going to join us today on this Zoom. So if you did, you get an award for spending the most on gas to get here, except for it is Zoom. So, but anyhow, we were in Ecuador, and so we wanted to see the equator, you know, that imaginary line that divides the hemispheres. And we went there, and it's an amazing place. And I looked up and I saw a boulder where someone had painted on it, "Te busco en los latitudes del mundo." I look for you in the latitudes of the world. And I loved that. I wrote it in my journal. And a few years later, this song was born from that inspiration. So Marie, ready to let her roll? I've been longing for every latitude, looking like a magnet on the steel road to truth. In life, there's no road map, it's easy to get lost. There are bridges that we built, but we still have to cross that restless river. The storms have swollen. If we cross it now, the night will not have stolen and washed away this place we stand, this river rock, this solid land. Walking edges of the canyon, horizons far and wide, carving out a riverbed, you here by my side. I've watched the rain push the river to the sea, let my love open endlessly. That restless river, the storms have swollen. If we cross it now,
night will not have stolen and washed away this place we stand, this river rock, this solid land. Love comes quietly and plants a tiny seed. Our hearts were open, love found you and me. Oh, love doesn't know or care, it happens at all cost. The heart doesn't sort it out, but it will help you cross that restless river. The storms have swollen, if we cross it now, the night will not have stolen and washed away this place we stand, this river rock, this solid land, this river rock, this solid land.
Thanks, Marie. That was beautiful. Well, the next person that I want to introduce is a longtime producer of Motherlode concerts, I can't even say it, co-coordinator of the Northwest Women's Music Celebration event. And the hat that she wears most frequently, and the most important one, I think, is that of friend, and that is Linda Vogt. And she's going to be the MC for what we are calling the Motherlode set. Linda, you here?
I'm here, Kath.
Okay, you're on.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, I want to say welcome, although Kathleen already did, but it's so wonderful to see you all. We miss you. We miss our camps. We miss the concerts. It's been over 3 years since we've had a Motherlode concert in person. So we're very excited that we can do this concert on Zoom. And you know, come to think of it, for our generation and almost everyone here, like 6 months ago, we never even heard of Zoom. And look, here we are. So I think we should all congratulate ourselves for getting on here, for getting the audio, and for being in the concert and getting to enjoy all of these fabulous musicians. And by the way, if you don't have that CD yet, I'm going to be talking to you about that later in the show. So first off, we have one of the Motherlode members. You all know who she is. She has a fabulous voice. She has a huge heart. And she's singing a song that she wrote for her pal, Kathleen. Please welcome Nan Collie.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Kath. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I wrote this song for Kath's 50th birthday, like, a year or two ago. Not really, but I did upgrade it recently. So the last verse is a little bit different. This song is called Plaid Shirt. And, back when I wrote it, a lot of us had a whole lot of plaid shirts hanging in our closets. In fact, some of us still do. So this is Plaid Shirt, and this is for you, Kath. You're the best plaid shirt hanging in my closet. You're the one I reach for when I'm cold. You're the pal who'll be sitting in the rocking chair, telling all the tall tales as we roll. You're the faded jeans where I found comfort. You're the ones I've worn through thick and thin. You're the ones I've washed with all my hopes and tears. You're the ones I'll wear right to the end. A song is a roadmap leading to your heart, through all the twisted trails and travels far apart. But you, my sweet old friend, you're the North Star in the sky. I set my compass true by you, flying through the night in this galaxy of friends. That's you and I. Oh, you're the best plaid shirt hanging in my closet. You're the one I reach for when I'm cold. You're the pal who'll be sitting in the rocking chair, singing lots of salty songs as we grow. You're the faded jeans where I've found comfort. You're the ones I've worn through thick and thin. You're the ones I've washed with all my hopes and tears. You're the ones I'll wear right to the end. And now, a lot of years later, you're still singing all your songs. Sweet guitar and lyrics from your true heart song. 'Cause in our pockets, you're our precious stone. Oh yes, my old friend, one more time, I'll be singing right along. You're the best plaid shirt hanging in my closet. You're the one I reach for when I'm cold. You're the pal who'll be sitting in the rocking chair. And I'll still be laughing at your witty jokes. You're the faded jeans where I found comfort. You're the ones I've worn through thick and thin. You're the ones I've washed with all my hopes and tears. You're the ones I wear right to the end. Oh, you're the best thing going, and we're always knowing our love keeps on growing, my old friend.
Nan, thank you.
Thanks.
I know Kath loves that song, and I think she really loves that line about how you like her witty jokes.
Yeah, I think so too. We all know.
Yeah, because, yeah, I know she loves that line, along with many others. Thank you, Nan. Very sweet tribute.
You're welcome.
So next up from Motherlode is our own cello playing Janet Peterson, who actually was the brainchild behind the idea for the Northwest Women's Music Celebration that so many of us have enjoyed for so many years, and which we hope we can get back to next April. Janet is also a camp director extraordinaire, and I know she's home this summer instead of being at all her camps, so she's kept busy anyway, though I know having you, Janet. So please welcome Janet Peterson.
Thank you. Oh, I can hear all that clapping coming in. That's so great. That's so great. So Kathleen asked us, she said that we could say a little something and then we could, like sing a song. And so I thought I should write out what I was going to say, because then it would make me look really smart. But I'm not so good at that. But I have to say that it was a total delight working on this project with everybody. Yeah, there were glitches. There were things that fell apart. Kathleen made me do things that I didn't think I would actually be able to do, but she made me do them anyway. And somehow I got through it.
you know, it's such a wonderful thing to be able to be asked to play on someone's album. And when that someone is your friend, your sister, and one of the best songwriters that I know, it's even better. Kathleen, you have given me the best possible gift to be part of this. And I love you, your songs, your energy. Actually, I just love you. Anyway, so this song that I'm going to do is written by another one of my favorite songwriters. This is a song by Clive Gregson. And I'm singing it now, actually, for you, Kathleen. When you can't take any more, when you can't make ends meet, when the bitter wind of cruel luck comes to knock you off your feet, wherever you go, and whatever you do, just remember when you need a friend, I'm there for you, I'm there for you. When there's trouble on your street, when there's danger at your door, when all your hope is fading fast, well, of this you can be sure, 'cause wherever you go, and whatever you do, just remember when you need a friend, I'm there for you, I'm there for you. When your planets won't align, when you're drifting out to sea, when you're past the point of no return, well, that's where you'll find me. 'Cause wherever you go, and whatever you do, just remember when you need a friend, I'm there for you. Yes, wherever you go, and whatever you do, just remember when you need a friend, I'm there for you, I'm there for you. I'm there for you. Thank you. Yay, Kathleen! I love your album. I love your album. Okay, that's it. I'm going mute now.
Beautiful, Janet. Thank you so much. What a beautiful tribute. And what else can we do but be there for each other? That's a beautiful song. Thank you. Well, next up, we have our very own Marie Eaton. And Marie Eaton is the one who several months ago, when we realized we'd probably have to cancel our spring camp, Marie emailed us all and said, well, shall we get together on Zoom and talk about it as a group? And that's when we all said, what is Zoom? And ever since then, she has been teaching us, training us. And then when she said, let's do a song circle on Zoom, we all went, okay. But she has made this happen today, technologically, everybody. I want to give her credit where it's due. We wouldn't be here without Marie's genius in making this happen. in addition to that, she's a fabulous songwriter. I've taken her songwriting class. I can say it's fab. She's a fabulous writer and teacher. And we're so happy to hear from her today. Please welcome Marie Eaton.
Oh, thank you, Linda. What a kind introduction. And like Janet, I want to say, because I didn't, it was such a blast to work on this project with you, Kath. Really wonderful. So the one I wanted to share today is one of the things I've always loved about Motherlode is that we not only write songs that speak to our lives, but also try to speak to the times. And the late Representative John Lewis was as close to a saint as I think might be possible in these troubled times. And I was so moved by his approach to addressing injustice in nonviolent ways that I just had to write a song about him. And I wrote a song called Good Trouble, using mostly his own words for the chorus. So, but to introduce this song, I actually want to play a tiny little short clip of John Lewis himself speaking, so you can hear his voice before you hear the chorus. So this was recorded in a Stephen Colbert interview with him, and I'm just going to play just a little bit of it so you can hear him.
Success there.
Well, the goal of the sit-in was trying to find a way to dramatize to our colleagues in the Congress that we need to do something about gun violence. Sometimes we have to find a way to get in the way or get in trouble. Good trouble, necessary trouble.
Now that is actually something you were talking about at the time, and was the hashtag associated with this sit-in, which was after the tragic shootings in Orlando. Was good trouble. What do you mean, good trouble?
Well, when I was growing up in rural Alabama as a young child, and would visit places like Troy and Montgomery, and I would see those signs that said, white men, white women, colored women, white waiting, colored waiting. I would ask my mother and my father, my grandparents and my great-grandparents, they would say, that's the way it is. Don't get in the way. Don't get in trouble. But I heard of Rosa Parks. I heard of Martin Luther King Jr. I met Rosa Parks in 1957 when I was 17. 1958, I met Dr. King. And these two individuals inspired me to get in trouble. And I've been getting in good trouble, necessary trouble ever since.
Well,
Okay, so that's John. And I think he was an amazing man. So here's the song for John Lewis. John Lewis has gone home. His work on earth is done, but his words still resound and ring. He left us with this song to sing. Find a way to make good trouble. Do everything we can to get in the way, or make a way out of no way. Make necessary trouble, good trouble. John Lewis now can rest. There's still injustice to be addressed. So when you see something is not right, speak up, speak out, stand up and fight. Find a way to make good trouble. Do everything we can to get in the way, or make a way out of no way. Make necessary trouble, good trouble. Good trouble is not patient. Good trouble does not despair. It brings opportunity to create beloved community, more like a prayer. Find a way to make good trouble. Do everything we can to get in the way, or make a way out of no way. Make necessary trouble, good trouble.
Nice, Marie.
Thank
Thank you. A
Thank
brand
you.
new original
Yep.
with a great message. I think there are some people here today who are probably good at making good trouble. Raise your hand if you are. Exactly. Okay, well, here's a person who's really good at making trouble. And what I want to say about Kathleen is that, as we all know, she is amazing even in the face of adversity and health challenges, which she just keeps going. She just keeps creating. She's a fabulous friend, and I'm so delighted for her that she has her very own first CD, which is a huge thing. So I want to congratulate you, Kath, for that. I want to say we're all very happy you made that CD. And are you going to sing us a song that's very timely today?
Well, it's funny you should ask, Linda. Because I am going to do something that's very timely. Thank goodness it's still August.
Yes.
And you may notice that my guitar turned into a banjo while Motherlode was singing. That's the kind of magic that Motherlode makes. You know, they start singing and magic just happens. Banjos, guitars turn into banjos, and maybe even people learn how to play them sometime. But this is a song that I wrote. I love where I live. Like, you're looking at the backdrop right now thinking that's Kath's house, but you know, this is not my house. This is where I live. Not on the album cover, but that's my meadow. That's my meadow. That's the coffee I drink. I go down to that stump. I drink coffee. I write a few songs. That's where I live. I love where I live. I love who I live with. And this is a song about it called Blackberry August, Linda. Maybe you might want to make a cobbler pretty soon. It's a blackberry August, green apple fall, long lazy morning, then I hear you call out my name, sweet as the first time, soft as the dew, touching the morning, touching you, lazy little creek at the bottom of the hill. Geese fly home now, but the heron's still like us. Quiet reflection, let it last all day. Listen in silence, hear the south wind say that it's a blackberry August, a green apple fall, long lazy morning. Then I hear you call out my name, sweet as the first time, soft as the dew, touching the morning, touching you. Long rocky road leads down to our place, big open meadow, sunflowers grace our door. It's stuck wide open as if it knew nothing could be better than coming home to you. Take it, Kath.
It's my turn to be in the concert.
Oh, not like that. Oh, see what I go through. Welcome to my world. Then you bring out the marimba, kinda wrecks the mood. Everything's in C now. Little girl's got a big attitude. I watch you there dancing. Music runs through you. And you're still the reason I come back home to a blackberry August, a green apple fall, a long lazy morning. Then I hear you call out my name.
Can you help me in the
See, that's why I never get anything done. I told you I have a rich fantasy life. Sweet as the first time, soft as the dew, touch in the morning, touching you.
Okay, that was way fun.
That was fun. Thank you. And I just want to say, those lyrics are not on the CD. If you want to hear those lyrics, you have to come out to Beaver Creek. You'll be able to find my house by just roll down your window when you get on Highway 213 and listen for
Cat.
You'll hear it. Okay, so you've got to, come on over, Elle. You got to see Elle. She is, not only is she funny and gorgeous, she is thoughtful, deep person, love of my life. Elle is going to say a few words, I think, and it would be awkward if you didn't because I just invited you to say some things. So I'll let you take the screen.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Hi. First thing I want to say is, oh my God, I have family here from New York, and I have my sister from California and all the kids right from here, and my friends from Compton. And I got to see everybody really fast. So thank you so much. And then just our whole community of people that are here to support Kathleen. And this is so fun. I was thinking about, this is way more fun than the Republican convention. This is our own convention, and it's a much needed convention. And I met Kath 30 years ago, and I was introduced to music and the power of music and the community that she brought into our relationship. And it just kept growing and growing, and it's been something that has been so comforting. And I'm so proud of you, Kathleen, because 10 years ago, we got diagnosed with cancer. I'm usually the only one who can, these guys can do all these songs, but I end up always crying. We got diagnosed with cancer, and what Kath did was put on a hat that said, "Life is good." She grabbed her guitar, and she continued to play music and continued to write songs. And that power has helped us get through these last 10 years. But what has really helped us get through is the entire community that is watching this right now. And so not only have we been fighting cancer, but now we're fighting COVID. We're fighting Trump and the Republican Party, Black Lives Matter. And it's just such a horrific time. And I could not have this day without mentioning all those things. But I think what helps us get through it is taking a moment for joy and for laughter, and to recognize just all the hard things that are going on, but to continue with music. So the fact that Kath could do the CD during chemo treatment, to have friends come down, and to have this wonderful community show up this afternoon, I just want to say thank you. I love everybody, and we so appreciate this. And Kathleen, you are amazing.
Elle.
Thank you, Ellen. Well said. It's an important day. It's an important day for Kath. It's an important day for all of us to get together. And we are going to take a break in just a minute so that you can move around a little bit and use the restroom. So if you choose, and you don't have to stand in line like at the concert. So that's cool. Okay, Kath, I'm turning it over to you. Let's start. Half.
Thanks, Linda. You're a great MC. Isn't she just so calm and collected? She always makes us feel happy. Thanks, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you all again. It's just so great to see everybody. Ellen and I, what my spirit needed was to connect with everybody in this way that we can. We're going to see another iMovie, and we've already had the motherload portion of the set. And now we're going to have the mom portion. And that includes one song, but it's a good song because it has a movie that goes with it. So that makes it a little bit bigger. I was adopted, and back in the 50s, adoption was a pretty hush-hush thing, and no one talked about it. There's a lot of shame around being a single mom, and I never knew my birth parents when I was growing up. In fact, I learned after the fact that my birth mother died when I was 16 years old. So that was a door that I would never be able to open. But the records were unsealed in Illinois kind of after the rest of the country opened their records. The Midwest is a little slower on the draw with those things. But when the records opened up, I wrote to the county records in Cook County in Illinois, where I was born, and requested a copy of my birth certificate. And 2 weeks later, I was standing with my birth certificate in my hands in the Beaver Creek post office, and on the place where it line that says birth mother, for the first time in my life, I saw the name Dorothy Mae Grames. So as you can imagine, I had a lot of emotions around that, and there was a lot of excitement. Ellen and I were quite thrilled, and all my friends and family. I was with Motherlode at camp, and we all started just researching like insane people, looking to figure out who was Dorothy Mae and did she have any kind of family that I could connect with now. You know, when you're an adopted kid, or at least when you're me, you imagine that your birth parents are probably internationally famous, acclaimed, very intelligent people, gorgeous, or at the very least, they're kind of bohemian artists that wear berets and hang out in coffee shops and smoke Tiparillos and have a big life. And I learned that Dorothy did not have that kind of big life. In fact, she had a pretty hard life. She grew up in a strict Christian family in Pennsylvania, and she was a rebel from what I could ascertain. And she had to make a lot of hard choices in her young adult life. So one of the really wonderful things, though, from doing all our research was that I learned that Dorothy did indeed go on to raise a family, and I was able to meet one of my half-brothers, Jim, and his wife, Debbie, and they are wonderful people. And I would be saying that, Jim and Debbie, even if you weren't here today. I really would, because you guys are really cool, and it's quite a blessing in my life to expand it with a bigger family, and with especially you two. Before I even met Jim, he sent me a letter, email. I got that letter when I was at camp with my Motherlode family. And, you know, these things can go either way when you are connecting with someone who doesn't know that you exist. And so I held my breath when I read that letter, but I started breathing again when I read the part where Jim said, you know, you learn a lot of things by the time you're 60 years old, but how wonderful to find out you have a sister. So that's who Jim is, just really a neat guy. And he ended the letter by saying something that will stay in my heart forever, which is, now I understand why Mom knit pink baby clothes every time she was pregnant. So here's Dorothy's story. Marie put this video together.
Dorothy Mae. I walked her crooked line to school each day against Pennsylvania cold. The Christian path like I'd been told. But the narrow life was not for me, even though I loved my family. Not sure what I was looking for, but I knew it was not there. So I found the brighter lights college town. It just seemed right to travel a new road, find a wider place for dreams to grow. But the shiny words and college men turned my heart around, and then with a baby growing inside of me, had to find my way back home. I tossed the dice, they cracked and hit the ground. Crows flew out in the shape of a minor sound. I watched as they flew free, broken harmony, always a part of me, beyond repair. My family sent me away to Chicago for a 9-month stay, but my baby died stillborn. His spirit flew away from my storm. I tried to go back to who I'd been, but I could not find my way back in. My broken heart just followed me, a shadow, a memory. Took a chance on a new man's love, promises and velvet gloves, but when our baby came, he left me a cloud of shame. A single mom in 1953, I gave my baby girl all my dreams. I held my breath, I gave her away, and I did not look back. I tossed the dice, they cracked and hit the ground. Crows flew out in the shape of a minor sound. I watched as they flew free, broken harmony, always a part of me, beyond repair. Sit in this chair most every day. I knit baby clothes, put the prettiest pink in every row. Sometimes I sit and think at night how there's no wrong and there's no right, just cracks in luck where the fog rolls up and a path cannot be found. I tossed the dice, they cracked and hit the ground. Crows flew out in the shape of a minor sound. I watched as they flew free, broken harmony, always a part of me, beyond repair. My name is Dorothy May.
Wow. Beautiful. Thanks, Marie, for putting that together. And yeah. I just want to acknowledge that that was Janet playing cello on that cut, and Nan on the harmonica, Ginger's vocal, and such a beautiful rendition of that song. Thank y'all. Next up in our show is a dear friend, fabulous fiddle player, mandolin player. She plays guitar and piano. She probably plays a lot more instruments than that I don't even know. She's been one of our longtime instructors at the Northwest Women's Music Celebration, and she played fiddle and mandolin on my new CD, Journey. Welcome, Crystal Reeves.
Hey everybody, great to see you. Really great to see everybody. I mean, wow, this is just so cool. I'm in Lakeview, in the middle of nowhere, sort of, at a friend's house. And it's really cool. This Zoom thing can be pretty cool because we get to be pretty much anywhere we want to be. And, you know, at first, when I was going to come and visit my friend Nancy Uloris right here, I thought, oh, I wonder if I can do the concert is really important. And Nancy didn't have internet, but her friend did. So we're at a friend's house, and they were kind enough to allow us to use their internet. This is the coolest thing. So here we are. When I was asked to play on the CD, I said, hell yes, are you kidding me? Of course I would do it. I mean, I was so excited and so honored to do this, really. And the weather was just really bad at the time, if I recall. It was like kind of made the whole experience, gave it some, intensity, which was really kind of neat. And of course, I got to drive up and visit everybody, which is always a wonderful thing. I remember when I first met all of you gals, or Motherlode gals, at the Freight and Salvage. I think I saw you play early on. It was probably 1985 or something like that. And it was a little Freight and Salvage, you know, when you had to have two shows to, you know, I was with the Robin Flower Band at the time, so I know it was a long time ago. And you came through and wow, it was like, I had no idea at the time, and I would know you for so many years and love you so much, all of you, and all of the wonderful collaborative musicians that are in your sphere, as well as not just the musicians, but just the absolutely amazing creative women that I've had the privilege to get to know as a result of knowing you folks. So thank you again, and it's been an honor, to be affiliated with the Motherlode camps and to get to have known you all these years. I love you so much, all of you. And Kathleen, you're just an amazing writer. What can I tell you? I love your songs. I love you. And so anyway, so this is all about love, because we have way too much divisiveness and hatred in the world, and I want to turn that around. I don't want to live with that in my heart. I don't want to hear that every day. I don't want to feel that every day. What I want to feel is something deeper, and I want to feel love. So I decided, instead of playing something fast and flashy, which originally I thought I would just show off and do something, because that's what I like to do. But instead, I decided I'm going to play a beautiful, poignant piece by Jay Unger, because he just has this penchant for writing the beautiful melodies. It's a slightly shortened version of the Lover's Waltz. Not very appropriate. So anyway, I'm going to try to stand in front of that light behind me and play this. Okay, here we go. Everybody see me okay? That's all I got.
That's all you need. That was beautiful, Crystal. Thank you. And thanks for playing that. And I forgot to mention that Nan and Crystal and I recorded a CD a while back called Say Yes. That's really great. And anytime you record any CD, y'all call Crystal and see if she'll play on it, because she can play like that. Next up is a longtime friend, an amazing vocalist. Back in the 70s and 80s, Nan and I sang with Ginger Williams in a trio called Bittersweet. And we recorded something called a cassette back then. And it was called Remember When. And I do remember when, and those were great days. We had so much fun together, and we used to play together at the East Avenue Tavern, which is down on 7th and Burnside. And now it's some kind of a boutique. And Ginger was at that time nominated to be the best female vocalist in Portland in the folk genre. And of course, Nan and I voted for her, even though I wanted to vote for myself. I don't know how she got it, but Ginger, are you unmuted? So
I am.
Okay, well then take it away.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I can't see myself. I think I'm exit full screen. Okay. No. There you are. Okay, here I am.
We can see you. Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. You look gorgeous.
Okay. Yeah, Bittersweet. Back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, I've recently come across this photograph. Actually, there's a whole stack of them, but this was one of my favorites. I thought I'd share with you all. As you can see that was probably 81. We were sure young. Oh my gosh. Well, we were. Last December, when Kath called and said, I'm going to do a CD, would you come sing on it? I said, my gosh, of course, I would love to. But I only have a few weeks in December because then I'm taking off for a couple of months. So we made that happen in just a few short sessions, and I got to learn a whole bunch of songs really quickly, and that was so fun. And Kath, they are so beautiful. I can't tell you, every song touches my heart. It really does. Love you so much. So I'm going to sing a song. I have to say, I don't play my guitar much. The last 3 years, I've kind of put it away. But for you, I'm going to do this. Okay. I think I'm good, right? About the song. This is an old spiritual song called Motherless Child, but I think when I used to sing it, I'm not really a depressed person. I'm usually pretty happy, and so either I found a couple of verses or I made them up, I'm not sure, because the first two verses to the song are kind of depressing, and then I just needed to add something a little bit more uplifting, so I either found these or I wrote them, I don't know. But anyway, here we go. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child alone. From my home, long, long, long way from my home. Sometimes I feel like an eagle in the air. Sometimes I feel like an eagle in the air. And sometimes I feel just like an eagle in the air. A long, long way from my home. Sometimes I feel like I could fly. Sometimes I feel like I'm naturally high. And sometimes I feel like I can fly. A long, long way. A long way from my home. Thank you. Love you, Kath.
Love you too, Ginger. That was beautiful. Thank you. Next up is a wonderful woman that we met at Puget Sound Guitar Workshop in the early 80s when we were probably, how old are we, in our late teen years probably? As you can see from where Nova's sitting, that she is an accordion player. She's taught at our Northwest Women's Music Celebration for many years, one of our very beloved teachers. And she's taught theory and songwriting and accordion. And I think that we could call her and ask her to teach pretty much anything. And she would say, sure, I can do that. And she played accordion on my new CD, Journey. Nova.
All right. First of all, I'm going to switch to gallery view because I don't want to see just me, that's for sure. All right. Hi, everybody. I have 5 items I'd like to cover. I have my clipboard. Kath, I love you. Okay. Second, I want to write something poignant, up to date, and site specific, but of course I knew I would burst into tears, so I haven't done that. Number 3, I was delighted to be part of this project. When I got the email from Kath, I was just like, yes, I want to do this. And I did my session at Bruce Blood's studio here in Seattle on January 3rd at 3 p.m. And I had dinner that he made after that. Little did I know that the remote recording was a sign of things to come. But it was really fun. And I have to say, I think that I got to play on the most beautiful, moving, heartwarming song of the whole CD. So thanks, Kath, for asking me to do that. Let's see. I've been at NWMC for many years, and I'd just like to say it's way easier to just say Mother Load Camp. And in this wonderful concert today, it's just so great to be connected, and so good to know that even if we can't be right with each other, there is no way we're not connected. We are so connected. So thanks everyone for making this happen, because it's just great. Okay, I don't want to cry. Okay, next thing, new song prompt, do the mute thing. Somebody said that, do the mute thing, which is a good thing when you're listening to music and also when you're playing music, but in the world, don't forget to also speak up. All right, I'm picking a random song from my repertoire, which is from 1926. It's a a swing tune called I Can't Believe That You're in Love with Me. It was written by Clarence Gaskell and Jimmy McHugh. And 1926 is a long time ago. So it's nice to know how long music can last. All right, let's see. I'm not going to see much of my accordion. Maybe I can do this. Oh, okay, there's a little bit. Well, okay. I'm a super pro at technology. All right, this is for everybody. Oh. Your eyes of blue, your kisses too, I never knew what they could do. I can't believe that you're in love with me. You're telling everyone you know I'm on your mind each place you go. I can't believe that you're in love with me. I have always placed you far above me. I just can't imagine that you love me. And after all is said and done, to think that I'm the lucky one, I can't believe that you're in love with me. Have always placed you far above me. I just can't imagine that you love me. And after all is said and done, to think that I'm the lucky one, I can't believe that you're in love with me. Sending you all love.
Beautiful. Thanks, Nova. That was great. And it's so good to hear you. And Ginger and Crystal, great to hear all three of you. And I was looking at my new CD, Journey, and I was looking inside and I saw that Nova, she's on the CD too. And she's featured on this next very touching song that Linda Vogt turned into an iMovie. I think I was inspired to write this song when I was cleaning out my room one day. And I just have a personal confession to make. You know, the picture that Ginger showed from back in probably 1975 or something, that shirt, I still have it, and it's on the one side of my closet, the side that hasn't fallen down from having too many clothes on it. So, Marie, are you queued up, ready to play our...
You put your stuff in, you take your stuff out, put your stuff in, and you shake it all about. Buy yourself some more stuff that you don't really need. That's what life's all about, more stuff. You got your drawers full, you got your closets full, you got your house full, and your garage is full. Even though you like your house, you're gonna have to move. You gotta get a bigger house. You get some boxes, you get a suitcase, a moving van, and a storage shed. Put yourself on Craigslist where you can make some cash, so you can buy some more stuff. Then you drive around all weekend with your trailer and your moving van. At your new big house, you're gonna need some different stuff. You gotta buy other people's stuff. Garage sale. You got your new house, and it's a big house, and when you leave it, you gotta lock it up. Wouldn't want somebody to try to steal your stuff. Better buy a burglar alarm. You can't simplify, your life's so wrong. You look in every box, but your self-help books are gone. You're gonna need a therapist to help you sort it out. Unbox your inner stuff. You're wasting money on a therapist, and you're going through withdrawal cause you can't buy more. Call and cancel session for some shopping therapy. That's what it's not about. Oh well. You put your stuff in, you take your stuff out, put your stuff in, and you shake it all about. Try a little feng shui and move your stuff around. Then you get to keep your stuff.
So great. Linda, thanks for putting that together. I laugh every time I look at it. There is a rumor going around that if you play that backwards on the CD, your room will automatically be cleaned. Don't try it. It doesn't work. I've tried it 15 times. In my room, it's still a mess. Stuff. Let's see. We're going to end the concert. I'm going to do another song. And then there's going to be a chance for people to be in chat rooms and such. First, I want to just say a big thank you again to my Motherlode family and to all of you for tuning into the concert, for all your support and love. You're just so great. Thank you. And thanks for all your generous donations for the musicians, and we all appreciate it. And again, Andy, thank you for engineering this project. It was a big project, and we did it. Thank you so much. I just want to say, that however we connect through Zoom or phone conversations or being able to be near each other with our masks on, or in this case, here we are unmasked, just like unplugged, but we're unmasked. It's really important that we do connect during these challenging times and spend time together, and sharing music is a really special way to do that. So thank you all for sharing your music today, and thank you all for being here. This song that I would like to play for you now, I wrote, hope I'm still in tune. I am. I wrote this one evening when I was in Hawaii, and I was thinking about beginnings and endings.
are falling, stars caught in the cradle of the sea. All along, light is calling as we slide down the Big Dipper to this dream. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I just keep wondering who we are. Heaven bound, stranded on the ground, or somewhere in between. Starlight, star bright, starlight up our world tonight. We grab your tail, stardust sail, the ride of our lives. And one by one we are falling, stars caught in the cradle of the sea. All along, light is calling as we slide down the Big Dipper to this dream. As I wish upon a star, find these words on my guitar. Day bends red, night's soft thread, dancing with the moon. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. Galaxy of you and me, sparkling forever. One by one we are falling, stars caught in the cradle of the sea. All along, light is calling as we slide down the Big Dipper to this dream. Da, 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 da. Thank you all. Thank you all. Ellie? Thank you. Oops.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks, everybody.
Good job.
Linda's going to talk to you, and then Marie. So I will sign out. And once again, thank you all. It's just so great that you're here.
Away, but I hope you had a wonderful time. It was a fabulous, fabulous concert. So Linda, you got something to say?
Hey, yes, I do, Marie. Well, the first thing I want to say is how honored I feel to have been working with this fabulous band, Motherlode, for just about half my life. I would say around 35 years. It's such a joy to see you all perform again today. I know we all loved seeing you. So thank you to Motherlode. Thank you to Crystal, Ginger, and Nova for showing up like they always do for our stuff. We so appreciate it. And we all hope we get to see you who come to our camps. We're really hoping we can see you next April and then again in October, because we miss you and we all miss the music and we miss playing it together. So thank you again for being here. Like I said before, I feel like one of those OPB specials where the phone keeps blowing up with, you know, I want to order a CD. Here's $50 for the musicians. Thank you, everyone. I mean, we so appreciate it. And
Linda, will you remind them where they can find the instructions on how to order? A lot of people have been asking.
from you. It'll be fun to chat for a few minutes. It's going to be chaotic, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So,
So
and
the The chat for everyone is open again, and the Zoom session will end at 6 o'clock on the dot. So enjoy yourselves, chat away. Unmute
Yay,
if you want to,
Kathleen.
I don't care.
Yay,
Yay,
to
Kathleen.
concert. Great concert. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
You bet.
Hi,
All
Kat.
right.
Hi,
Let's-
Mwah.
Hi, Enid.
Thank you. It was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Really
It was fabulous, fabulous.
We love you, Nana.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Like all you kitties.
I'm from the Righteous Mothers.
Great job.
Thanks, Lisa.
Congrats. Beautiful concert.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Crystal. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
a lot less light later. Lot lighter.
I knocked it out of the park. Grand slam. Hi, Carol and Beverly.
Hey, you
Grand
slam. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
Thanks, everybody.
So,
I hate signing off Zoom meetings. It
I
feels
know.
so.
I know.
all right. I'm going to end the meeting for everyone.
Oh,
Here we
good. You
go.
do it.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Love to everybody.